Have you guys ever wondered why certain meme coins pump really hard after a period of inactivity? This phenomenon actually happens more often than you think. If you know how to spot these patterns, there's a good chance you can make money trading meme coins. These patterns have a name. They're called order blocks. In this video, we'll show you how to spot order blocks so that you can win your meme coin trades. Keep in mind that meme coins are extremely volatile. I'm not your financial advisor. Everything here is for educational purposes only. Let's get started.
Okay, first question. What is an order block and how do you draw them?
So order block basically means a zone of interest for buying opportunities. You draw an order block from the first swing low, but there needs to be a lot of lateral movement preceding that swing low. And in order for the order block to become more valid, you need to see price coming back, touching that order block repeatedly. And the longer that this order block keeps going, the stronger that order block will be, and potentially the subsequential pump that's going to happen afterwards. I mean, if you look at the early days of Punke, right? So for Punke, they had the order block form from 14th of January all the way to the 27th of February. Price had come sideways, it went up, it got rejected, and it come down to the order block. Eventually, once it wants to break out of that order block, you can see the longer the time that it takes to form, it really sends very high.
Okay.
Yeah. At the end of the day, why order blocks exist is because this is an area of bidding, right? And this works for most older, more mature meme coins, especially with a very large community, large team, because they attract investors, smart investors. And in order for smart or potentially even larger investors to enter a position in the meme coins that they like, obviously they're going to buy a lot, but they want to do that at a lower bid. That's why order blocks got their name from there, because that's where large amounts of orders will be made.
I see. So how are order blocks different from support and resistance?
Well, they're actually the same thing. So order block is a form of support, but it emphasizes on horizontal TA lines rather than parallel channels or any other sort of angular trend lines. And out of all the assets that I've traded in crypto, meme coins respect horizontal TA lines the most. They are literally like a magnet zone. Price always seems to come down to that zone in order for it to go up again. So just think of order blocks as a magnet zone. It always retraces. Let's take Billy, for example. Let me test your knowledge here, Martin.
Okay.
Can you see an order block being formed on the 4-hour time frame?
Right here. I see one.
This one?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Why?
I see that after the dip, there's people buying at this zone, at this market cap,
You can see
at this
that
price level.
You can see price keeps touching this, right? So it's
Price
already
keeps touching this line,
Yeah.
and then there's demand
Yeah.
right after that.
And right now, it looks like it wants to come down, right? So now is the case where it's happening live. A lot of people are asking me, well, how do you trade this live, right? So ideally, you'd want to wait for price action to touch the order block again in order to have a very good entry, right? And that's where you DCA, because even though you've set your order block, not necessarily mean that price will not break below the order block. There are cases where the price just keeps going below the order block. So for LandWolf, last month, LandWolf had a very strong order block going here. You can see whenever price touches here, it gets absorbed by the market and back and forth until finally it rejects below the order block. It tries to reclaim, but it fails, and currently it is still in price discovery for LandWolf. So there are cases that order blocks don't always work. It's just a structure for you to follow, limiting your choices, making it easier for you to make your buys at where, right? Instead of looking at it completely, it's picking a random spot to buy, the order block gives you an area of buying interest. That's basically it, right? It's a area for lower bids. At the end of the day, when you draw your order block, there are two ways for you to draw an order block. The most reliable way is to find the first swing low, and there has to be lateral movement preceding next swing low. Then just draw out to the right, right? Your first point, your swing low. And another way that you can draw an order block is clearly price action touching that point. It doesn't have to be a swing low. As long as there's a lot of lateral movement in that time span where price action always comes to one level, that can also be an order block.
I see.
Yeah. Okay.
I better take some notes down. So does order block work for every meme coin?
Not all meme coins. On the TA level, it needs to have these sort of movements. Long lateral movement where it's stuck in this range just above or inside this order block. That's on the TA side. And on the fundamental aspect, we're talking about strong meme coins in terms of narrative, in terms of community, in terms of marketing. Who is it built by? Who are the devs, right? So memes are very easy to talk about, and a lot of people talk about on Twitter, right? You can take the Matt Fury meme coins like Pepe, Landwolf. They're easy to understand. There's a story behind them. Well, apparently they're part of the Boys Club created by Matt Fury. So stuff like that, stuff that are easy to understand, stuff that are funny, relatable.
So why use the 4-hour time frame? What are the differences in the different time frames here?
That's a good question, because I want to see a lot of action within one candle. The same principle when it comes to trading crypto in general is if you're looking at mid to long-term plays, when you're looking at swing trading, 4 hours to daily is a good choice, all right? And plus, if you're on the 1 hour time frame, one candle equals
1 hour
of action. Whatever happened in that 1 hour.
Yeah.
So the more action within one candle tells a lot of stories. So 4 hour is a good storytelling for me. It tells me what exactly happened in that 4 hour. The wicks tell a lot of story about the candle, and especially, for a 4 hour candle, that's a long time. The wicks tells you specifically about exhaustion of buyers and sellers. Usually when you see like a very long wick at the bottom, it means seller exhaustion. Alright, and if you see long wicks at the top, it means buyer exhaustion. So wicks are great indicators of exhaustion, because at the end of the day, what's happening here is it's a war. It's a battle between buyers and sellers. Bears versus bulls.
Jeters and hodlers.
Exactly. So this is a whole storytelling for you, right? It's a beautiful story for you to read, honestly. Like, nothing is more beautiful than a chart, right? So when you're trading order blocks, the primary goal here is to swing trade. So you're in this position for more than a couple of days. It could even be weeks or even months, okay? But it does lend you flexibility, because if you enter at the order block zone and price does go up at like 20, 30%, if you were to enter with size at the order block, even at 20 to 30%, you would have made thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. That's how these people right here are able to do it. You can see this person, risked a lot of money, but also end up making a lot of money.
Wow, that is a lot of information there. Thank you so much for that. Till next time, I guess, when I have more questions.
Yeah,
And unpack that.
for sure. There's a lot more strategies out there, but this is my bread and butter, especially if I don't want to stare at the chart all day. And that's why I recommend this strategy for you, because this is very flexible. This is very easy to understand. And it's a mostly swing trading position, which is rather the default play style for a lot of beginners, right? All right, guys, you know what to do. Smash up the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these type of content talking about our strategies and experience in meme coin trading. There's a lot more aspects to this as well. There's also risk management. There's also sniping. There's many things that we can talk about here in meme coins. Shine now!